There is the famous great full moon. It's called as Sharada Indu. Sharada Indu. That's the name of the goddess also, Sharada Indu. The moon on the autumn season. This is the biggest moon, and of course not in England, but in India. That day the moon is giving the greatest light. See? And it's such a great thing that Guru Nanak was born on such a date. As you know, in India, people celebrate birthdays according to the dates of the moon, called as Tithi, not as the dates we have here according to the sun. They follow. हाँ? Sure. नहीं तो हो जाएगा ही, टाइम निकल जाएगा. यहाँ है फिर इसमें 3 घंटे अट जाएंगे. अच्छा ले आओ ये. अच्छा ले आओ फिर देखते हैं. And this great personality was born in Punjab, where people were unaware of God's ways. He was always bothered about the Dharma in all his lives. Because as you know, he was the primal master. And the primal master is always placed in looking after our void, in sustaining us and giving us a model of an ideal master. And they always took birth either in the most difficult places like hills and dales and mountains, or they took places which are even more difficult things among people who were horrid and who needed their help. So in India, that time, somehow Punjab was regarded as the place where people did not respect God or traditional Hindu idols, or you can say the statues that were regarded as the vibrating ones. But they worshipped money even now. And they worshipped power. And as that time there was a king who was very anxious to convert people to Islamic religion by giving them money. Many were taking to Islam. As a result, the Hindus started hating the Muslims, and a big hatred developed among Muslims and Hindus. That's how, in those circumstances where there was a quarrel going on between the followers of Muhammad and followers of Hinduism, Muhammad himself took his birth on this earth, though he had decided not to take any more births. He thought that it will solve the problem. Though this incarnation is such that it never dies. Even if they leave the body, they are always around. And they are the ones who perform lots of miracles when any other incarnation comes on this earth. They help, support, guide the seekers to go to the incarnations. So, to celebrate his birthday on such a date is also a myth because he never died. He is eternally living. They never grow and they never die. But his birth is important because symbolically he came on this earth not to propagate any particular type of the void, as Muhammad did, or say Moses did, Moses, and then before that Abraham, Lao Tse, or Socrates, which followed into a religion. But he came to create amity, we can say, to create understanding, to create unity between them. This was a very big step for Sarju. After that, as you know, he was born again. God knows where. No one knows where he was born. But he appeared as Shirdi Sai Nath. He too said the same thing, that to talk ill of any religion is a sin. But these efforts are quite lost. Because the people who were Islamic at that time, or those who were Hindus, are now very great fanatics. So instead of they coming closer and loving each other, they have become fanatics. Though we find that Islam is spreading so fast. Sikhism is spreading very fast too. In America, there's a horrible guru. He has started to spread Sikhism. He's converting all the white-skinned people into Sikhs. They are growing their hair and they are also growing their beard and wearing a kada and all those 5 things that were required. At the time of Guru Gobind Singh, when the war had started, they had to wear all these things, which was important. Because war had started, and to protect Hinduism or Hindus from the invasion of the Muslims, the fanaticism of the Muslims, they took to this kind of a military stuff. Actually, if you believe in God, nothing can be killed. But I think Guru Gobind thought that he had to take it. In all this prophetic religion, if you see, all the prophets who have spread all the religions, they were always attacked so badly that they had to take to weapons. Even in Islam, they had to take to weapons to protect themselves. Now, when these people took to weapons, they had some discipline put on the people. Without the discipline, nothing is possible. And very strict discipline was there for the Sikhs. Now today's Sikhs are no more Sikhs. They are just outside and inside they are not. I would not describe all the strictness and discipline they had to go through. But every disciple has to go through a very severe disciplining of himself if he has to become the Guru. There is no doubt about it. It is not that only somebody like me comes and tells you do this, do that, and next day you forget business. It's a very serious matter. One has to understand. You have got your realization through Sahaja. Now you have become Sahajogi. But still I would say you are not full Saj Yogis, because every Saj Yogi has to be a guru. Otherwise he is not a Saj Yogi. First of all, you are yogis because you got your realization. But yogis are of no use, you have to be Saj Yogis. So you were told about all the chakras, everything. You were told about all the problems of Kundalini, how to cure them. Everything about it was told to you. Now you became with that a different type of a race, different type of people who are twice born, who are born by the Spirit, not by the flesh. Remember that. That's a very important point which John has said, that you are born by the Spirit and not by the flesh. Those who are born by the flesh are in flesh. But if you were born by the Spirit, that's how you were twice born. And when you knew all about the Spirit and the Kundalini, then you are a Saj Yogi. But unless and until you become Guru, you are not a full Saj Yogi. So to begin with, we must understand that Spirit is described as a kala, as a phase of moon, one phase of moon. But a Guru is described as the full moon, Purnima, Guru Purnima. Guru is the full moon. It's not just a phase. So from one phase, you have to go to the stage where you become a complete Guru. 16 phases there are altogether, and you have to cross these 16 stages to become the Guru. Now how do we do it? We have to be extremely objective about it. How do we become Guru? Because we have to become Gurus, no doubt. Now you cannot just say that, Mother, you give us a tape and we learn by heart. And we go to another person and say blah, 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 blah. Same thing, whatever I have told you, or take my tape and show them that, Mother, this is our mother, and she's like this and like that and like that. But they will say, all right, she might be, but what about you, sir? Now, Sahaja Yoga has a very big responsibility, which I don't think people understand. I wish they could listen to me very intensely and understand it. So far, if you see, Gurus remained Gurus and no disciples became Gurus. They were still regarded as disciples of a Guru, whether it was fake or anything. They never became Gurus themselves. So there was no need for them to grow. They had to take the name of their Guru. All right. Christ had his disciples. Muhammad Sahib had his own disciples. Nanak had his own disciples. Shirdi Sai Nath had his own disciples. None of them became Gurus. But now it is in your lot, sorry to say, that you have to become the Gurus. It's a privilege, actually. It's a very great privilege to become the Guru. And to become the Guru, we must learn what we have to do. This also sometimes becomes just a lecture. I think so. Because I have already told you on Guru Purnima what are the 10 attainments we have to have. Today, all these 16 stages are to be seen how we have to grow into a Guru. First is we have to have complete discipline put on ourselves. Nobody has to tell you, like Mr. Nick is attacked by everyone. No, you attack yourself. You become Mr. Nick now. You have to make this body subservient to you. That is first mastery. The mastery is that my body can sleep anywhere. It can starve itself. It can live under any circumstances. It dare not grudge. Anywhere. It should be able to sleep anytime. It should be able to keep awake anytime. This body is to be mastered. Even if you read Ashtanga Yoga, first thing is mastery of the body, they say. So after realization, the first thing you have to do is to master this body. And is the most difficult thing for Western people. Because the matter is sitting on their spirit. First the spirit has to come. First phase. At least the spirit has to be there. If you have to be the spirit, then the matter of moon has to be covered with that light. In the first phase, we have to master our body. So what do we do to master our body? First of all, we must see that what are the things that drain out our bodily mastery. We must know all the crooks who try to master us. So take you out yourself. If you could move a little, I mean, I have to turn too much to it. A little bit like that. There's a lot of space. So I have to first face my body. That first and foremost thing in Sahaja Yoga we learn that we have to respect our body. This is the first principle of respecting our body. Means indulgence is sinful to the body. Because indulgence gives you a body which is no good. First of all, you must respect your body so that you can master it. If I do not respect you, I cannot master it. So to master the body, first of all, respect your body. And to respect your body, you must look after your body very well. But no indulgence. That doesn't mean that you go and stand in the mud or in the rain for hours together or get exposed to make your body absolutely sort of a abode of all the diseases and colds and coughs and things like that. So your poor mother suffers cleaning your Vishuddhi. It's like a horse whose neck is down. So you must look after your body by not giving it diseases. Laziness is against it. The persons who are lazy must know that laziness is against your body. Because lazy people will not bother to dress up properly, to cover themselves up properly, look after their body properly, put oil into different screws that they have, to massage themselves. Look after the body. That's the point. To look after the body, you must give some time because this body is the temple of God. And now you have become the temple, but if the temple is dirty, is sick, is filthy, is unimpressive, is like a stick or like a balloon, nobody is going to come near it. So try to improve your personality, that it has to be a beautiful temple. I mean, I have given you so many tips that I think in my lifetime I have not given so many tips, even as Guru. Because normally people who came to a Guru in those days were really, really great Sikhs. They would hang themselves upside down just to please the Guru for months together. So that was a very different quality people, but one or two. Now when you have quantity, quality goes down, I accept. But why not you people take it upon yourself that will make our quality? So first of all, train up your body. You must take some exercise in the morning, I have told you. That people sleep after breakfast, I am told, I was amazed. I mean, this is too much. See, God has given you this house as a blessing to be more alert, to give his light to others. Instead of that, if the candle is not even flickering, what's the use? So what you have to do is to first of all brush up yourself completely. Make your body all right. Alert. Actually, at your age, one should not sleep for more than 6 or 7 hours. I tell you. No need. 6 and 7 hours deep sleep is sufficient. I also, in the night, I sleep about never before 11, sometimes at 12. Yesterday we slept at 2 o'clock. Got up at 5:30 as usual. So how many? 3 hours sleep, 3.5 hours. But just now I slept for about, at the most, half an hour, so finished. When you don't have to work, like me, in the sense, even when I sleep, I'm working. So to rest your body for such a long time, you make your body sit on your head, and it will be very, very difficult for you to be alert. So first of all, body must be looked after. There should be no self-indulgence. I mean, it can go to any extent of self-indulgence, like people don't keep their rooms clean, their clothes clean, they have no activity as far as all these nonsense. I mean, it is too low, too base to talk about, but it happens. People can go to any base limit, that's the problem. What to do? On this full moon day, one has to realize that on a full moon day, you are overactive. As the moon starts going, the activity starts in the night also. But none of you so far are active in the night except for me. But if you come up, you'll be surprised even in your sleep, you'll be active. So first and foremost thing is that you must look after your body. The body should be present. And you should not go with the so-called fashions of the day. It's very important. One should not go with the fashions of the day and take to something that is nonsensical, which is not good for your appearance, which makes you look funny or very fashionable, like a dandy person. We have to wear a dress which is in the center, dignified, good. Now, I'm told that it is very difficult even to wake up in England. Somebody had told me when I was young that don't wake up an Englishman. I haven't tried that even with the bar spoon. I just tell you at this time, never in the morning time. Because I've been warned that never wake up an Englishman. That is the greatest sin on this earth. So why should English be so much addicted to sleep? The whole country is sleeping today. They want more wages so that they can sleep more. Eat and drink, drink and eat. In between sleep. This is the programmed life. It was very difficult. From the very beginning, I saw the Sahajogis coming in. That to wake them up was difficult. And these are the same people who were known for punctuality, that they won the war at Waterloo because of punctuality. And they were so punctual that people used to set their watches even in America. They are the same people. Now the other side of it is that they sleep like clouds of food. They used to sleep before also, must be because this is an old saying that don't wake up an Englishman. But I used to think something else about it, why it is said. But it is nothing but simple laziness. So try to see why we sleep so much. If the left side is strong, people sleep. If the back agya is strong, they sleep. If the front agya is working too much, then people don't sleep. So even if I say don't sleep, it means that you put your right agya in working condition. That means you start thinking, which is against Sahaja Yoga again. So it would be left agya, right agya, left agya, right agya, left agya. It will be going from one to another. So in the center, you have to be with Christ. He is alert every second of the day. Killing, beating, hitting, curing, looking after, guiding, 24 hours. And go and ask any realized soul who is called as Avadhuta, the one who is a master. They will tell you they hardly sleep for 3 hours or 4 hours. Because they cannot work when they are sleeping. So they sleep for 4 hours, the rest of the time they are working. Either they meditate and do things by projection, or they work with their hands. They are busy people. They are very busy. You have to be very busy people, because now you are employed by God. And you have to do full justice to this employment by working hard. On the contrary, we have seen that it's very easy to get lazy. So now, as many of you are already feeling sleepy, put your first thing should be for all those people who are lazy is to put their right to the left 7 times. Let's have it. The right hand. Ha. It's better. Now the back agya. Let's have it. Laziness is first. Sri Krishna was against laziness. I mean, anywhere he got a chance, he talked against laziness. Alasya. Now watch me. On the photograph, you can do the same. Better now. Tonight we have to keep awake. Big problem. But don't sleep formally here, alright? Informally you can. Better? Put your eyes thrice. Okay. So the mastery should be, first of all, of your body. Say you are sleeping on one side, you get a pain. Then what do? You sleep on the other side. In the same way, this body is to be made immune to different shocks. You see, like you put the watch in the water, shock it with the water, so it is waterproof. So a Sahaja has to be an all-proof person. So he has no place to complain because he's supposed to be all-proof, you see. Anybody Sahaja who complains, you can say, how are you complaining? Because you have to be all-proof. So no complaints of any kind of Sahajogis are to be accepted or sympathized. If you start accepting people who are complaining type, you will be always busy looking after them and you will be of no use for Sahaja. Those who have habits of complaining and all that should go to the hospital and stay there. Complaining people are really people who have some sort of a position, I think, that they all the time complain and try to torture you and make a nuisance out of it. Such people cannot become gurus. Imagine if the guru is complaining, then what is he going to teach? Only complaining. The teachers will be expert in complaining and the students will be also experts in complaining. So you create a set of complaining disciples. You see. And when they come to me, what I find, they all have double bliss than yourself about their complaints. But also is very characteristic. Like Australians seldom complain. And if they complain, they are hit also very badly. Seldom you will find an Australian complaining. I have got letters, except for one or two, who have now found themselves out. Seldom they complain about themselves, about their body comforts, this thing, that. So under any circumstances, those who can live are the people who have achieved the 160th. Only the 160th. Jaise rakhahu taise hi. Mother, the way you keep it, we are willing to stay. Of course, the mother has kept you very well. All the luxuries offered, mother has given. She doesn't torture you like other gurus have tortured. Once for all, my son has gone through all the tortures. There is no need to put you to any tortures or troubles. But you should see how your body reacts and tell your body, yes, Mr. Body, will you please now behave yourself and not try to be indulgent. All these indulgences come to us through our senses. So if you can master your body, you will also master your senses. For example, the master, or we can say the highest of the organ which controls most of the organs, I personally think, is the tongue. Because it's the primordial nonsense. By tongue, we speak things to hurt others. With tongue, we learn how to go on jabbering. With tongue, we can show how frivolous we are. Either we are tongue tied or tongue loose. There's nothing in between with the tongue. That's only about talking part. That's lower. But when it comes higher, eating. all the time thinking about eating. I have told you 100 times that Sahajogis should go on really sometimes on an absolutely bland, boiled, horrible food just to test the tongue. Can it eat? Try this. Then try this. My father used to tell that you must burn your tongue a little bit. That's one of the tests he said one should do. But he was a hard taskmaster as a guru. So we should see what our tongue can bear. Is it fussy about food? When it sees the food, does it start watering, first of all? Does it take our attention to food? Is food important to us? So the first thing to overcome the problems of your tongue is to starve. Starvation is the only way you can correct yourself. You see, if you starve yourself, say, morning, just have a little to eat, reduce it to half. You will be surprised your intestine will be half gone. After some time, you cannot eat even if you want. Your interest will go up. Train up yourself. Starvation is a very good thing. I think 40 days that Christ did is very good idea. But that should not be a kind of a thing that, like they have Ramadan, that they eat the most spicy food during that time early in the morning, and the whole day they starve thinking about food. Starve yourself fully, but don't think of food. That's difficult. So starve yourself halfway and don't think about food halfway. Gradually try to master your tongue. Mastery of your tongue is only possible if you know how to starve yourself. This is for the western side. For eastern side, they fast morning till evening. I know of ladies, if you ask them, they said, I observe Monday, I observe Tuesday. I observe Wednesday, I observe Thursday. I observe Friday as a fast, and perhaps maybe if I do not starve on Saturday, I will eat on Sunday. I have known such people in my lifetime, many, who just go on fasting. They are such experts and scouts, you see, that they can show you that they can fast for 50 days, 80 days, 108 days, and 365 days. Starving masters. So for them, I have to tell you have to eat when they are starving. To you, I have to say, let us see which date we can starve ourselves. Let us have one day to celebrate. Today is great day of Nanak. One day, let us starve. Which day should be? Monday we cannot because Monday we have a program. Tuesday we cannot because it is the day when Hanumana has to work. Wednesday we cannot because that's the creativity took place. How can it be? Thursday we cannot because we are Guru at that day. We have to work very hard as Guru. Friday we cannot, we have to work the Shakti of Mother. Saturday we cannot because we have to do all the intrigue of Sri Krishna. And Sunday, how can it be? This is the day of the sun. So, which is the best day for starving now? Let us see. We should have Thursday. Because Thursday is the Guru's day. And let us do some fasting. Half day. Can we start with half day, then full day? Thursday, let us have maybe second half, because breakfast is essential, I think. Without breakfast, you see, the horses cannot rise. So let us have the second half, or we can have the first half. Actually, you have to devise yourself. If you have to be the gurus, it's like going to a college where you are left to yourself. It is you who has to discipline yourself. Nobody has to tell you that you do this and do that. That somebody has to wake you up. In India, it's the other way around. If you tell somebody that you have to wake up at 5, the person who has told will be awakened at 4 o'clock. Himself, the one who has told, so that he doesn't get up to wake him up. Did you follow me? And the whole house will be awakened at 4 o'clock, so that they can take up the duty from the person who has to get awake. But the fellow who has to awaken might not sleep the whole night. It is just the other way around, the other extreme of it. Say if I'm there, one night I sleep there. If I get up at 1 o'clock, I find all of them sitting and meditating in the passage, up to the bathroom, everywhere. They have not gone home, not taken food, nothing. Just meditating, taking vibrations, correct. I am sleeping inside. In the night, I want to go to the bathroom, I just cannot go because they are all meditating. Nobody's sleeping. Nobody's sleeping. So is the other way now. So to you people, let us do one day, that you must have 1 day fasting, 1 day keeping awake. Which day should it be? Let's see. A day when there is no film. half night. Second half, I mean. Not the first half. Which day? Which is the most difficult day when you cannot keep awake.
Friday.
Huh? Sunday night. But there's a film on. Without the film. You see, treat yourself like that. Joke with yourself. Now, Sunday night, is there a film on? After 12, there isn't. So, Sunday night to get up at 12 o'clock. Let's have it. Enjoy it. Don't get angry. Make a fun out of it. You think more about it, then you get upset. You just don't think about it, read enjoy. It's like swimming. Get up at 12 o'clock, all of you go for a bath nicely, sit down, say bhajans, this, that. Let us. Should we? Michael, what about you?
I don't go to bed till 2 o'clock.
Huh?
I don't go to bed till 2 o'clock.
Up 12 o'clock. No, you have to get up at 12. No, you have to go to bed till 12 o'clock, get up at 12 o'clock. You see, the first half of the night one must be always is better. Second half of the night is the better part. Alright? So the first half of the night you all have to sleep anytime. You can sleep about 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock if you want. But that should not be important, what time you sleep. Whatever time you sleep, you have to get up at 12 o'clock in the morning. Or say after 12. So Krishna was born in the night about 12 o'clock. Nanak was born 12 o'clock in the night. All the gurus mostly took their birth 12 o'clock in the night. To celebrate that, we must have 1 day where we do not sleep after 12. But then what about Caxton Hall?
We try Saturday night.
Huh?
Saturday night. We do it Saturday night. It'd be safer, so if there's any accidents, they happen on a Sunday rather than a Monday.
All right. So you can sleep in the daytime of Saturday or of Sunday. Sunday afternoon you can sleep. No, that would be not wrong, right? But if you make any compensation, then you are not torturing your body much. You must devise a method by which your body does feel that it has to get up at 12 o'clock. Better keep it that time. What do you say? All right.
I just think that people's work might suffer on Monday.
Huh?
People's work might suffer on Monday.
What's it?
So people's work might suffer on getting up for Monday morning.
They will never. Take it from. They will not. You see, work is not important. What is important is your spirit, your mastery. Work in any case you are not going to have after some time. So that work is not important. This new work that you have taken, better look after that. Forget about your work. Forget about these things. What is important is your spirit. Otherwise, you cannot become gurus. Spirit is the most important thing. The rest of the things are absolutely unimportant. Is zero. I've been very so slowly trying to take you out of the mud of materialism and of these mundane things. But you have to work for God. You are special people. So you have to make yourself a master. So God gives you all the blessings, everything. But the idea of luxurious life must be given up. People want to make life luxurious. Then you will have the luxury of this world, but not the luxury of God's blessing. One of the two you have to select. Either you lead a luxurious life here, come this side. Either you lead a life which is luxurious on the material level, or you lead a luxurious life of God's blessing. One of the two you have to choose. The time has come. So nothing is important. See, the insecurity of money also is another nonsense. At least you people should not have. I mean, you will never starve at least. But Indians, if they do not work, they will starve. Not you people can never starve. If you are unemployed, government is happy more. As long as you don't bother them. If you sit at home and meditate, they'll be very happy. So to earn more money or to make more money is not important at all in society. Most important thing is to be the spirit. For that, whatever is to be done has to be done. Let everything suffer. You don't make your spirit suffer. Because you have to become the full moon, like Guru Nanak. Thank you.